The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team. Unlocking the secrets to unbreakable teamwork. Are you struggling with a team that seems to lack direction and cohesion? Discover the 5 hidden dysfunctions that could be sabotaging your team's success. Learn how to transform conflict into collaboration and prioritize collective goals over personal ambitions. This audiobook will guide you toward building a cohesive team that achieves extraordinary results. In today's fast-paced and competitive landscape, effective teamwork is the cornerstone of success. Patrick Lencioni's The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team unveils the hidden barriers that prevent teams from reaching their full potential. This audiobook delves deep into the principles of teamwork, illustrating how trust, commitment, and collective goals can revolutionize the way teams function. Join us as we explore the path to overcoming dysfunctions and creating an unshakable foundation for teamwork. Focus points. The competitive edge. Understanding why teamwork is more critical than finance, strategy, or technology in achieving lasting success. Courage and purpose. Exploring how intentionality combined with courage can lead to meaningful outcomes. Attention to results. Identifying the ultimate dysfunction and learning to focus on collective achievements. Commitment versus ambiguity. Discovering how lack of commitment manifests in teams and how to foster a culture of clarity. Principles of teamwork. Examining how a steadfast commitment to defined principles can cultivate effective teamwork. Trust as the foundation. Understanding how trust creates an atmosphere conducive to productivity and collaboration. The power of conflict. Learning to embrace conflict as a tool for strengthening long-lasting relationships. Goal-setting dynamics. How involving team members in goal-setting fosters commitment and accountability. Avoiding personalism. Recognizing the detrimental effects of prioritizing personal objectives over team goals. Learning outcomes. Identify the 5 dysfunctions undermining your team's effectiveness. Develop strategies to transform conflict into constructive dialogue. Create a culture of commitment and clarity around team objectives. Understand the importance of trust and how to foster it within your team. Gain practical insights into setting collective goals that enhance accountability and performance. Focus point 1. The competitive edge. Understanding why teamwork is more critical than finance, strategy, or technology in achieving lasting success. In today's competitive landscape, the significance of teamwork far surpasses that of finance, strategy, and even technology. It is the true game changer. When every individual within an organization aligns their efforts and moves cohesively toward a common goal, they can establish dominance in any industry, regardless of the size or capabilities of their competitors. However, the reality remains that teams, composed of imperfect human beings, often grapple with inherent dysfunctions. This paradox means that while teamwork holds immense potential, its effectiveness is frequently diminished by its rarity in practice. Building a robust team is challenging, yet not insurmountable. At its core, teamwork involves mastering a collection of behaviors that, although theoretically straightforward, can prove extraordinarily difficult to implement consistently in daily operations. Remarkably, these behaviors transcend various domains, applicable not only in business but also in fields such as religion and community organizing. The 5 core dysfunctions of a team include absence of trust, fear of conflict, lack of commitment, avoidance of accountability, inattention to results. To enhance your team's effectiveness, it is crucial to evaluate and identify the specific dysfunctions affecting it. Recognizing these problems is the initial step toward discovering genuine solutions. It is essential to approach problem-solving with a mindset different from the one that contributed to the dysfunction in the first place. Emerging from a state of dysfunction can be a daunting task. Even a highly skilled executive team may become detrimental to an organization if they prioritize personal achievements over the collective vision. For meaningful change to occur, there must be a conscious decision to confront and address the issues at hand. Until team members commit to collaborating effectively and pulling together toward shared objectives, any dysfunctional team risks a downward spiral, potentially leading to the organization's demise. The concepts presented in this summary will help uncover the underlying causes of disruption within your team and provide actionable strategies to address these challenges. Regardless of your role within the team, this summary offers valuable insights to enhance your contributions. By harnessing the true power of teamwork, you can achieve collective outcomes far beyond what individuals could ever hope to accomplish alone. Focus point 2. Courage and purpose. Exploring how intentionality combined with courage can lead to meaningful outcomes. To achieve anything meaningful, purposefulness and intentionality must be paired with the courage to act decisively. Change agents cannot afford to be complacent. Taking action is paramount. Within any team, there will inevitably be individuals resistant to change who prefer to maintain the status quo. These team members may actively push back against any initiatives that threaten their familiar routines or processes. At the heart of genuine teamwork lies trust. For a team to flourish, its members must cultivate openness and vulnerability among one another. They should possess the courage to acknowledge their shortcomings and fears without the fear of being judged by their peers. It's not uncommon for team meetings to unfold without disagreement. This can suggest harmony if the organization is thriving and functioning well. However, in a dysfunctional team, members often act independently, choosing to avoid confrontation and respect each other's boundaries, which ultimately hinders progress. Establishing a trusting environment necessitates a level of transparency among team members. One effective way to foster this atmosphere is by getting naked with one another, sharing non-intrusive personal histories that promote connection, engaging in discussions about hometowns, family dynamics, childhood interests, or challenges faced in youth can pave the way for deeper understanding and camaraderie among team members. Next, it is essential to recognize and appreciate individual behavioral differences. Utilizing diagnostic tools such as the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator can significantly aid this understanding. By exploring how team members compare and contrast with one another, the team can identify how different traits, like introversion versus extroversion, affect collaboration. Each member's unique interpersonal style contributes to the team dynamic, and a successful team must find ways to harmonize these diverse approaches. Discussions about behavioral styles should be complemented by conversations around operational challenges, allowing team members to see how these behaviors manifest in their work environment. Building trust involves overcoming the instinct to appear invulnerable. One practical method to facilitate this process is to encourage team members to share their greatest strengths and weaknesses concerning their contributions to the team's success. Focus point 3. Attention to results. Identifying the ultimate dysfunction and learning to focus on collective achievements. The ultimate dysfunction within teams is a lack of attention to results. When individuals prioritize their personal interests over the collective goals of the team, it undermines the group's success. For a team to function effectively, achieving shared objectives must take precedence over personal egos or self-promotion. In team sports, for instance, the ultimate goal is reflected in the final score, which ultimately determines whether the team wins or loses. The accolades belong to the team as a whole, not to individual players. Each member's contribution is vital, and the focus should be on how individual performances support the team's victory. In the corporate realm, while profits may seem to be the ultimate score, they are often abstract and can only be assessed at the end of a financial period. To combat this, it's essential to simplify goals by articulating them in measurable terms. Instead of vaguely stating a desire to increase profits, clearly define the specific profit target. Then, outline actionable daily activities that will help achieve that financial goal. To ensure that your team maintains focus on results, create a comprehensive list of categories that will act as the team's scoreboard. Aim to minimize this list to the most critical metrics, ensuring clarity and focus. Decide how often you will measure these results, whether weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, to maintain a regular check on progress. Avoiding political maneuvering within the team is crucial for maintaining momentum towards success. When team members engage in political correctness, they often sidestep important issues, allowing unresolved problems to fester and ultimately jeopardizing the team's cohesion. Fear of conflict is a dysfunction that often arises from a lack of trust within the team. In environments devoid of trust, team members are unlikely to engage in open and constructive ideological debates. Without the ability to confront issues candidly, teams miss out on the opportunity for growth and improvement, further detracting from their focus on achieving results. Focus point 4. Commitment versus ambiguity. Discovering how lack of commitment manifests in teams and how to foster a culture of clarity. A lack of commitment and an inability to embrace decisions lead to team dysfunction, often resulting in ambiguity. When team members feel their opinions are disregarded and that they haven't been truly heard, their willingness to commit to new decisions diminishes significantly. Without this commitment, plans are unlikely to materialize into actionable outcomes. It's essential to differentiate between allowing team members to express their views and the pursuit of consensus. While achieving consensus can be ideal, it rarely happens quickly or organically. Instead, it often devolves into an effort to appease everyone involved, causing some teams to become stagnant, trapped in endless debates without reaching a conclusion. A more effective approach is to embrace the principle of disagree and commit. Even if initial opinions differ, team members can still support the final decision once it's made. Generally, individuals are more likely to support a decision if they have had the opportunity to contribute their thoughts during the discussion. This input fosters a sense of ownership and investment in the outcome. The fifth and final dysfunction to address is the avoidance of accountability, which often results in lowered standards. Once clarity and buy-in are achieved, it becomes possible to hold team members accountable for their commitments, ensuring high standards of performance and behavior. However, many team members hesitate to demand accountability due to the discomfort that often accompanies these conversations. Additionally, it's challenging for individuals to hold others accountable for a plan they haven't personally endorsed. If team members haven't bought into a decision, they're unlikely to feel empowered to insist on accountability. Navigating through the 5 dysfunctions of a team requires a consistent commitment to courage and humility. Emphasizing the development of constructive behaviors is essential for fostering collective success within the team. Focus point 5. Principles of teamwork. Examining how a steadfast commitment to defined principles can cultivate effective teamwork. A commitment to a defined set of principles over time is essential for fostering effective teamwork. Successful teams are not composed of perfect individuals, but rather of those who can adhere to straightforward rules that cultivate success. This commitment begins with recognizing one's own imperfections as a team member. The 5 dysfunctions are interconnected. Susceptibility to one often paves the way for the others to manifest. Trust cannot form a solid foundation if team members are not genuinely open with each other regarding their mistakes and vulnerabilities. The second dysfunction, fear of conflict, emerges from a lack of trust within the team. For teams to engage in robust and candid discussions that propel them forward, a foundation of trust is necessary. When trust is absent, members tend to default to superficial conversations and guarded remarks, inhibiting meaningful exchanges. This avoidance of healthy conflict leads to the third dysfunction, lack of commitment. Team members are unlikely to fully commit to decisions in which they have not had the opportunity to express their genuine opinions. While they may outwardly appear to agree during discussions, their lack of authentic engagement often results in a failure to follow through on agreed-upon actions. The fourth dysfunction, avoidance of accountability, stems from the absence of commitment. When team members have not fully bought into a plan, it becomes challenging to hold peers accountable for behaviors that might undermine the team's collective objectives. When accountability is lacking, the fifth dysfunction, inaction towards results, emerges. This dysfunction manifests when team members prioritize personal ambitions, such as ego, career advancement, or recognition, over the team's collective goals. Allowing even one dysfunction to persist can create an environment conducive to all 5. To overcome these dysfunctions, teams should invert each dysfunction into a positive counterpart. Cohesive teams exhibit the following characteristics. They trust one another. They engage in open and honest debates around ideas. They commit to decisions and actionable plans. They foster a culture of accountability regarding these plans. They focus on achieving collective results. While these principles may seem straightforward, implementing them requires significant discipline and persistence. Building a cohesive team is a challenging but rewarding endeavor that demands ongoing effort and commitment. Focus point 6. Trust as the foundation. Understanding how trust creates an atmosphere conducive to productivity and collaboration. Trust serves as the foundation of any effective and cohesive team, fostering an environment conducive to productivity and collaboration. Traditionally, trust is defined as the ability to predict someone's behavior based on their past actions. However, true trust transcends this definition. It involves a belief that a person will support you, regardless of their previous conduct. In the context of team dynamics, trust is the assurance among members that their colleagues have positive intentions and that there is no need for defensiveness or caution within the group. As Patrick Lencioni aptly states, trust is the confidence among team members that their peers' intentions are good and that there is no reason to be protective or careful around the group. So, how can a team cultivate trust? Building vulnerability-based trust is not an overnight process. It necessitates a deep understanding of each team member's unique characteristics, personal knowledge, and the promotion of credibility among the group. The process can be accelerated through several effective strategies. Personal history exercise. Team members can spend less than an hour sharing lighthearted personal stories that are not overly sensitive. This can include details such as the number of siblings, their hometown, unique childhood challenges, favorite hobbies, first jobs, and their least favorite jobs. Sharing such personal experiences helps establish connections and fosters trust. Team effectiveness exercise. This exercise helps to pinpoint the most significant contribution each team member brings to the group while also identifying areas for improvement or aspects that should be eliminated for the team's collective benefit. Personality identification. Understanding each member's personality type can enhance communication and collaboration within the team. 360-degree feedback. This approach allows team members to offer specific judgments and constructive feedback to one another. However, to be effective, this feedback should not be linked to compensation or formal performance evaluations. Experiential team-building exercises can be invaluable in enhancing teamwork, provided they are grounded in relevant and fundamental processes. It is crucial that these tools and exercises are reinforced through regular follow-up during daily work to ensure that their benefits are sustainable. Without this consistency, the risk of trust erosion increases. Moreover, the team leader plays a pivotal role in cultivating trust by demonstrating genuine vulnerability and establishing an environment where such vulnerability is not punished. Focus point 7. The power of conflict. Learning to embrace conflict as a tool for strengthening long-lasting relationships. Conflict is a natural aspect of all types of relationships. When trust exists within a team, members can engage in constructive disagreements in a safe environment. The assurance that expressing intense or passionate viewpoints will not lead to punishment encourages team members to fully commit to the group's objectives. There are two primary types of conflict: interpersonal conflicts and ideological conflicts. Interpersonal conflicts involve personal attacks and disagreements about individual traits or behaviors, while ideological conflicts center around differing opinions and ideas. Although both types of conflict can evoke similar emotional responses, they often lead to vastly different outcomes. To cultivate the ability and willingness to engage in healthy conflict, a team must first recognize that conflict can be a productive force. Here are several effective strategies to encourage and manage conflict constructively. Mining. This technique involves unearthing underlying disagreements within the team and bringing them to the surface for discussion. Team members must be willing to confront and work through these conflicts until they reach a resolution. Real-time permission. In heated debates, participants may be tempted to withdraw from the conversation. It is essential to remind them that such discussions are necessary for the team's effectiveness. This approach helps alleviate tension during challenging exchanges, giving members the confidence to engage more openly. Other tools. The Thomas Gilman Conflict Mode instrument is a valuable resource that can help team members adopt a more strategic approach to conflict resolution. This tool assists individuals in identifying their preferred conflict styles and adapting them for better collaboration. Leaders should resist the urge to intervene excessively during conflicts in an attempt to shield team members. Allowing resolutions to unfold organically can often yield better results. Additionally, leaders must set an example by modeling appropriate conflict behavior, demonstrating how to navigate disagreements with respect and professionalism. Focus point 8. Goal-setting dynamics. How involving team members in goal-setting fosters commitment and accountability. In the process of making decisions, differing opinions may arise. However, effective teams demonstrate total commitment to the final decisions made. Once discussions are concluded and decisions are reached, it is vital that all team members unite behind the chosen path. After contributing to the decision-making process, the most compelling argument should prevail. In cases where consensus cannot be reached, It is the leader's responsibility to make the final call. To foster a sense of commitment among team members, it is crucial to explicitly review the key decisions made during meetings, establish clear deadlines, discuss potential contingency plans in advance, and show decisiveness, especially in low-risk situations. Leaders must acknowledge the possibility of being wrong about certain decisions and should encourage the team to reach closure on issues while adhering to the established schedules. Rather than prioritizing consensus or certainty, leaders should focus on clarity regarding direction and priorities, aligning the entire team around common objectives. This alignment empowers teams to learn from their mistakes, seize opportunities swiftly, and pivot without hesitation or guilt. Accountability requires courageous confrontations regarding behavior and performance. Effective accountability within a team necessitates confronting colleagues about behaviors or performance that impact team outcomes. This open dialogue is only possible when expectations are clearly defined. When team members hesitate to call each other out for fear of causing discomfort, they risk fostering a dysfunctional environment marked by resentment, inconsistent performance standards, mediocrity, missed deadlines, and an overburdened team leader. In contrast, teams that actively hold each other accountable create an atmosphere where underperformers feel the pressure to improve. These teams quickly identify potential issues by openly questioning one another's methods, establishing mutual respect by upholding shared standards, and avoiding unnecessary bureaucracy in performance management and corrective measures. Ambiguity poses a significant threat to accountability. Thus, it is essential to publicly communicate the team's goals and standards, making it difficult for any member to disregard them. To promote accountability, team rewards should replace individual rewards, encouraging members to support one another in meeting their collective responsibilities. Leaders must cultivate a culture of accountability, while being cautious not to rely solely on a consensus-driven approach. In cases of failure, it is the leader's duty to take decisive action and enforce discipline. Focus point 9. Avoiding personalism. Recognizing the detrimental effects of prioritizing personal objectives over team goals. What happens when a company lacks a culture of accountability? An absence of accountability sends a clear message to team members that they can divert their focus away from collective results. As Patrick Lencioni points out, this lack of accountability invites individuals to prioritize their own interests over the team's objectives. This dynamic leads to a clash of priorities, where personal goals and interests can contradict and hinder the team's overall success. In this scenario, two competing metrics emerge: team status and individual status. Characteristics of a team focused on collective results. Retention of achievement-oriented employees. Teams that prioritize collective goals attract and retain individuals who are driven to succeed and contribute meaningfully to the group. Minimized individualistic behavior. Members of such teams consciously avoid actions that serve only their personal interests, fostering a collaborative spirit. Shared emotional experience. These teams collectively celebrate their successes and confront failures, experiencing the highs and lows together, which strengthens their bond. Subjugation of personal goals. Team members willingly set aside their own objectives for the greater good of the team, recognizing that collective success is paramount. Avoidance of distractions. A focus on collective results helps teams remain steadfast in their goals, steering clear of distractions that might derail their progress. To further encourage this collective mindset, implementing a public declaration of results can motivate teams to strive passionately for success. When results are publicly acknowledged, team members are driven to achieve good outcomes as a matter of pride and accountability. Additionally, tying rewards directly to results serves as an effective source of extrinsic motivation. It encourages team members to strive for specific outcomes by aligning their personal efforts with the team's objectives. Leaders play a crucial role in this process. They must clearly demonstrate that the achievement of collective outcomes takes precedence over individual ambitions. This requires a selfless and objective approach, where recognition and rewards are reserved for those who contribute significantly to the success of the group. By fostering an environment where team goals are prioritized, leaders can help create a culture of accountability that drives the entire team forward. Conclusion. In this audiobook, we've delved into the intricacies of team dynamics and the 5 dysfunctions that can hinder success. Here are the key focus points we covered. The competitive edge. Understanding why teamwork is more critical than finance, strategy, or technology in achieving lasting success. Courage and purpose. Exploring how intentionality combined with courage can lead to meaningful outcomes. Attention to results. Identifying the ultimate dysfunction and learning to focus on collective achievements. Commitment versus ambiguity. Discovering how lack of commitment manifests in teams and how to foster a culture of clarity. Principles of teamwork. Examining how a steadfast commitment to defined principles can cultivate effective teamwork. Trust as the foundation. Understanding how trust creates an atmosphere conducive to productivity and collaboration. The power of conflict. Learning to embrace conflict as a tool for strengthening long-lasting relationships. Goal-setting dynamics. How involving team members in goal-setting fosters commitment and accountability. Avoiding personalism. Recognizing the detrimental effects of prioritizing personal objectives over team goals. Recommendations. Create a culture of trust. Encourage team members to share personal stories and engage in team-building exercises that promote vulnerability. Facilitate healthy conflict. Use techniques like mining for buried disagreements and real-time permission to engage in constructive debates. Clarify goals and expectations. Regularly review decisions made, set clear deadlines, and emphasize the importance of collective objectives. Encourage accountability. Publicly declare team goals and establish a system for mutual accountability that values contributions to the team's success. Celebrate collective achievements. Recognize team accomplishments to reinforce the importance of working together towards common goals. Understanding the 5 dysfunctions of a team provides valuable insights into fostering effective collaboration and achieving success. By addressing these dysfunctions, teams can enhance their performance and create an environment where everyone thrives. The importance of trust, healthy conflict, commitment, accountability, and a focus on collective results cannot be overstated. These topics are crucial for any team striving for excellence. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this audiobook. Your interest in improving team dynamics is commendable, and I hope you found the insights helpful. If you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, and share this audiobook with others who may benefit from it. Remember, the value of listening extends beyond understanding. It is a powerful tool for language improvement. The more you listen, the better you speak. Keep engaging with this material to enhance your skills and grow as a team member.